Hello everyone and welcome to my very first video of a new series. I'm going to start with this series. I'm going to call it the Redstone Basics because I noticed that a lot of people don't even know how to place a repeater the right way, and I want to change it. I want people to know a little bit about redstone. They don't have to like it, but I just want to tell people, hey, you can do it like that. You can, for example, make it do with this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the very basics, and this video is going to be about repeaters, torches, and the normal redstone. So let's start off. The very basic is that you place redstone with your right mouse button, and redstone will connect. That means you can make a line out of it. For example, if I place 2 blocks right here, that will connect up. And yeah, that is very basic how you place redstone. And yeah, there are many ways to power a redstone line. For example, you can place down a torch like this, or flick a lever, or step on a pressure plate. But that's something nearly everyone knows. So if we place down our torch right here, we'll be able to see that the signal goes through this line, and after exactly 15 blocks it ends right here. And that is where our repeater comes. The repeater brings the signal back to the full length of it. So if you place it down like this, we can see from this signal right here, it gets back to full. You can actually notice that by the color it has. This one is dark and this one is very bright. This will continue for another 15 blocks and then you need a new repeater. As you may have noticed, I'm using a different resource pack because right here you can see the ticks of the repeater, and that is the next thing we're going to take a look at. At first, how do you place a repeater the right way? Because I see people who can't even do that. If you have this thing here at the end, this is the input. This is where your signal, your low signal comes in, and this is your output. For example, a repeater won't work if you connect it up like this, or like this. You've got to place it like that. The ticks of a repeater are equal to the delay it takes the redstone to go through. 4 ticks are equal to 1 second. So 1 tick is 1.4 seconds, or at least 1 redstone tick is. So right now we've got 1 tick. We can see that because this thing is at exactly 1 line, the first line. You can see that right here. This is the code crafted redstone pack. And yeah, so this is the first setting you have. You just take the repeater and place it down, and this is 1 tick. So if we take this setup, we will see that it doesn't really take that long for the door to open. I think you can see that better if we move it out like this. So as you can see, the door opens nearly immediately. If we add 1 tick by pressing the right click button right here, we can see it takes a little bit longer. 3 ticks, and we can see there is a difference. We flick the lever and after that the door opens and closes, and with 4 ticks it takes exactly 1 second for it to open and close after you flick the lever. There are some other things you should know about repeaters. For example, they take the signal from right here from the block above them, they'll still be powered, and they can power a block. So if we now flick the lever, we can see the repeater is active even if it is 1 block underneath right here, and the redstone still goes through. This is very special from repeaters. You've got to experiment with them. For example, they do also react on signals through blocks like this. They'll still be active, so there are a lot of things you can do with that, but you mostly use them to actually make a signal longer, make it last longer for 15 blocks, for longer than 15 blocks. That's the main use for repeaters. Now let's continue to torches. Torches are very important. And let me explain to you. A torch is on when you place it down. And that means you can use it for input, but you can also use it as an inverter. And we'll have a look at that right now. We can see this very simple setup. The redstone is going on a block underneath the torch, which will power the block, which will power the torch. So this block will actually be powered by the redstone. So if we flick the lever, we can see the torch goes off. Many people don't know this, but the torch goes off, and as soon as I flick the lever, it goes on again. it takes exactly 1 tick for it to switch off and on. To remember the ticks from the repeater section or from the repeater stuff, this is exactly 1 tick. And you can use that for a lot of things. For example, I've got this redstone lamp right here, and I want it to be off when I flick the lever to on. And that is where I use a repeater. Can you see it? We've got a torch. So this redstone powers this block, powers this torch, which powers this redstone lamp. And that is how you can use a torch to invert a signal. You can do a lot of more things only by using torches and repeaters and redstone, but this were the very basics. So let me just show you one more thing. What you can see on your screen right now is the so-called XOR Gate, where you can control the redstone lamp right here only with 2 levers. That means, well, it's quite hard to explain, so let's have a look at it. If you flick this lever, the lamp goes on. If you flick this lever right here, the lamp goes off again. If you flick it again, it goes on. So we can control this lamp with both levers. We can, for example, turn it on like this, turn it off with this one, turn it on with this one again, turn it off with this one. And this only uses 2 levers, some redstone and redstone torches. Now, let's continue. This is going to be a small tutorial on it. You want to start off by building your input section. For example, I want to have 1 input here and 1 input here. Extend it by 1 block so that you can place redstone right here. Build this shape, this T shape right here. Place redstone torches all along like this. And redstone up here. Then go down right here underneath here and place 2 blocks, 1 here and 1 here. Place redstone on them. Extend it and build 2 blocks like this. Redstone here and here. 1 redstone torch here. 1 redstone torch right here. And now build the output. This is going to be right here. And there you go. This is your XOR gate done. So let's have a look. We've got 2 levers right here. If you flick this one, we can see the output goes on. If you flick this one, we can see that it goes off. And we can kind of control it like this. And this is an XOR gate. You can, for example, use this if you want to control a door from 2 sides. I actually used another design, but a nearly similar design in my calculator, so it's very useful. It only uses torches and redstone, and yeah, this is what you can do with the very basics. It's very good for you to know how you can build such a thing, because you nearly use it every time you want to build something that is like a door or something that you can use. I would really recommend you to learn this thing, and yeah. So this is the end of the very first Redstone Basic video. If you have any questions how you can, for example, build an AND gate or anything like that, or if you just, didn't get it, what you can do with a repeater or with a torch, ask me in the comment section. I'll try to answer it, because this is the basics. We'll get to more advanced stuff in the next few videos. For example, pistons and redstone lamps. We really have to use this, and where you have to know this. So if you do not know how this goes, leave a comment down. I'll try to answer it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any suggestions what should be another tutorial, leave it down in the comment section. And yeah, we'll see us in the next video.